Welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. We are back. It's been a minute. I don't know why are we starting to do podcasts again? I don't know.
Well, I didn't even know if we were going to do it this week because I'm on antibiotics thanks to our friends over at Colt's Corner that tried to burn me alive with a grill. And I didn't know if I'd make it because of the antibiotics, but Kevin Lee really inspired me.
Yeah. So we haven't. I don't think it's actually been that long. I think we didn't do it for like a week. I think we took last week off and that was it. But really, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly we want to do. I want to do more than podcasts, and I want to branch out onto making like content and YouTube stuff and videos. So that's really, I've just been trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. But we're back. Just had a fight last weekend. Got some fights coming up this weekend. First thing I want to talk about, Adesanya dominating Whitaker. That was awesome. The middleweight division is like finally back again. You know, when Anderson Silva was dominating, it wasn't a very stacked division because Anderson, like everyone was avoiding him. And then after that, it was kind of like up in the air. You know, Bisping had the belt and it was all weird, and GSP came and took it. Then Whitaker just hasn't been fighting. Now Adesanya has it. He's very active, and there is a ton of good contenders in this division.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Costa's got the next fight against him. That one's really interesting. But yeah, he looked great. Whitaker came out really aggressive. I didn't really think that he was going to be able to hold the pace the whole time. And I mean, yeah, Whitaker was looking good, but Adesanya ended up finishing him. What round was it?
Second
round, yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, he looked great, and I think he's got a lot of fans behind him now. His entrance was really cool, and he just showed a lot of good moves out there. He looked great.
Yeah, like Whitaker, I thought Whitaker was winning the first round until the last second. You thought he won the round anyway, so like,
yeah,
he may.
I remember thinking that.
Yeah, he was definitely winning. They got damn near knocked out at the end. Like, if there was 5 more seconds, that fight probably would have been stopped.
Yeah.
But then I know Whitaker was just going after him, and then he either threw a leg kick and it got checked, or he checked a leg kick and fucked his leg up.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I think after that he was like, just kind of like, fuck it, I gotta go after this guy and try to finish it. And he just stood in the pocket and just got fucking wrecked, really.
Yeah, now that you say that, I remember. I did think that Whitaker hurting his leg did play a really big role into him getting finished, but yeah.
Yes. So next, we got Costa. I remember at first I was like, Costa might be able to beat him, but I was with our friend Paul and we were talking about it, and Costa's already so like anxious. It's kind of like Aldo McGregor, like so anxious, talking shit already, so mad ready to get after him. And I think if you just go out there and swing at Adesanya, you're gonna miss a lot and you're gonna get tagged up. So.
Well, how could you not have somebody in your head when they said that you have dinosaur arms? I mean, you think you can just let that go? That'd get in anybody's head. Yeah, if somebody told me I had short arms, I don't know what I'd do. It'd really mess with my whole day.
But yeah,
psycho, dude. What a baby.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. The only thing I could see that would like maybe hold him back is his coach is the same coach as Cejudo. It's like, I mean, obviously that guy's a good coach. He coaches Cejudo and Pitbull over in Bellator. So I think he'll be able to calm him down maybe. But I don't know. This guy's kind of a fucking psycho, like you said. He's this mad over dinosaur.
He might be kind of faking it a little bit too, but
maybe that's like something really mean in Brazil. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
But
yeah, I think Adesanya will pretty much just be able to technically pick him apart.
Outside of them, though, like, this division's still Kelvin Gastelum. Like, you gotta see that fight with Adesanya again. Like, I want to see that so bad. But he's about to fight Till, which perfect matchup for Till, to be honest. I think I might still take Adesanya, but, like...
Oh, wait.
Or Gastelum, I mean.
I think that's a perfect matchup for Gastelum.
See, but for Till, I think it's kind of like... His issue has been his weight and like conditioning because of that, and that probably hurt his chin too.
Yeah.
Now he gets to go up to middleweight, and he still gets to fight a guy smaller than him because Kelvin was a welterweight too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he's fighting the same weight class almost, but just without the weight cut.
Yeah, but I think stylistically, it really goes into Gastelum's favor.
See, would we be saying that before the Masvidal fight though?
Yeah.
They're both stand-up guys, and like everybody thought Till stand-up was fucking the shit.
I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely an interesting matchup. Yeah. It's a really big fight for Till because he hasn't been
do
doing
or die,
it.
Pretty much.
But I don't think so. I think even if he lost this fight, he'd still be fine. I don't
3
think
in a
he's
row?
not gonna get cut. Yeah,
but get cut. But
he lost to Woodley, Masvidal, which he was looking really good in before, and now he's fighting Gastelum. That's a really tough fight. I don't think he'd get cut. He's got a lot of fans too.
Yeah, I think they should have slowed down with him, to be honest.
I do too. I was really surprised when they said he was fighting Gastelum.
I mean, from the start, like fighting Woodley, he beat Wonder Boy, but not really.
Oh yeah,
he didn't really beat him. And then before that, he beat Cowboy. Cowboy at welterweight was okay.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, that was crazy that they even fought each other. They didn't look like they were even close to the same size.
No, Till was so much bigger. And Till, did he miss weight for that one? Didn't he miss weight once?
He might have. I don't remember.
He definitely. He missed weight for the Wonder Boy fight. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. But yeah, and then Romero, I actually wish that it was Romero and Adesanya. I think that'd be a real fun fight.
To see if he could stop the takedowns of Romero for one.
Yeah.
And Romero's chin is insane.
Yeah. I wish it was them fighting, but Costa, I mean, he looked great against Romero, so that'll still be a cool one. But yeah, this division's stacked. We got Romero, Gastelum, Cannonier's looking great.
Yeah, we haven't even got to talk about that. That was the last podcast we did, was before Cannonier Hermanson. And I said Hermanson beating Cannonier was a lock. Then Cannonier beat his ass. So.
I've always thought Cannonier was really good, but Hermanson's been looking so great that I went with Hermanson too, but yeah, Cannonier is looking great. And then still got Jacare's ranked 7th.
He's fighting a light heavyweight next, though. He's fighting Jan Blachowicz or whatever.
Yeah, and then Weidman's moving up too.
Yeah.
And then 9th is Brunson.
He looked all right in his last one.
10th is Ian Heinisch. That's who he fought last, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last fight. Yeah, he looked good.
So, yeah.
And Ian Heinisch didn't look that great.
This division is getting fun again. Probably my second favorite division right now.
What's your first? Lightweight?
Yeah, it is. But lightweight kind of pisses me off. So I don't know. Maybe middleweight is my favorite.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff going on there. Any middleweights fighting this weekend?
Nah.
Really?
Not any good ones, at least. Yeah, I mean, we can get right into this card a little bit. One thing I might as well say now. One thing that made me not want to not be into the podcast so much anymore is because all these cards lately just haven't been very good, and I don't want to go break down the first fight on the main card between two guys that are making their UFC debut and stuff like that. Like, that's just not that fun for me, and people don't want to listen. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're still going to post picks for the main card every week, but I'm not going to spend as much time on the first card or the first fight of the main card as I am the main event. Like, we're just going to talk about what we want to talk about, basically.
Yeah, and it has been tough also. I mean, I've picked, I think, 3 fights right in the last 3 weeks, too.
Yeah, nobody else has done that except Brennan, though. Everyone else has done fine. So
Dude,
don't think that we're all bad. Brennan's just bad at this as of now for some reason. He knows his shit.
I'm having a little
tough break. Can't fucking pick a fight.
I used to be unstoppable. People used to call me
You've won 1 card.
Well, this was a while ago before I started doing this. I think maybe I'm getting nervous. You know, maybe it's getting in my head.
I don't know how many cards we've done.
They used to call me the Oracle.
We've probably
People
done.
Coming to me, they'd ask for my picks. They'd make a lot of money, and I'm blowing it.
We've probably done close to 20 cards.
I'm blowing it.
And you've won 1.
Well, this was a couple years ago, you know, but.
So this card, we don't even know necessarily what the main event's gonna be, because it's Joanna versus Waterson. And Joanna might not be making weight. If she doesn't make weight, Waterson's not going to fight her.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Michelle Waterson's a 105-pounder, really. And Joanna is saying she can't. She said she couldn't make weight, want to do catch weight. Waterson said no. And then Joanna was like, okay, I'll try to make weight then. Which I think is crazy. You can't just say you can't do it, and then when your opponent says you have to, you're like, oh, okay, fine. I mean, I don't know. I know it's a hard weight cut for her, but like you knew what you were doing.
Well, she hasn't fought at 115 in a while. Her last fight Valentina? That was at 125.
So. I think that was her last fight, yeah.
So yeah, it's been a while. She's always had a bad weight cut, and I kind of thought when she went up to 125, she might want to stay there because like putting on that weight, because she didn't just fight at her natural weight. Like she clearly got bigger. Like it was obvious. Yeah. She even had a little belly.
Yeah.
So, like, putting on that weight, it's going to be hard to get it off.
Well, she thought she was going to win at 125, so she went and got her new boobs, and I think maybe they're weighing her down. Now she can't get back down.
I think she's the only person that thought she was going to win that fight, though.
Yeah, and she still thinks she's the champ at 115, she keeps saying. She's not.
There's been, like, 3 new champs since her. So.
Yeah.
And.
But, you know, hey, I like her confidence.
Zhang is probably fucking bigger than her. That new girl is
There's
massive.
some cool stuff going on with the 115-pound girls, honestly. Is Rose going to come back?
I don't think so.
That sucks, but
She
it's
was
whatever.
the shit.
Yeah, I like her a lot, but if she doesn't want to fight, that's fine with me. But whatever.
But Watterson, a lot of people want her to get that title shot against Andrade. She was coming off three wins in a row. I think her last one was against Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's a good win, but
I'm sick of everybody beating Karolina.
Yeah, at this point, beating Karolina is not as big of a deal as it used to be. So I don't know. I don't think Michelle Watterson, her wins warrant a title shot. But 3 wins in a row that's good in 115. Plus, she's very marketable. Like, she's been around forever. She's hot. She's Asian. She's a mom. Like,
when your nickname rhymes, I mean, you automatically, people like you. The karate hottie.
And she wants to be mom champ. That she's, like, had her own ESPN little short fucking documentary thing or whatever. So, like, she's real marketable. So I'm kind of surprised that she didn't get the shot. But Zhang is also extremely marketable, and they had the fight in China. That's the only reason she got the fight.
She looks great.
And most people didn't really know who she was. So they just did it for the China market, and it worked. Like, she beat the fuck out of Andrade. So, yeah. But I don't think Watterson could touch Andrade or Zhang, and I don't think she'll touch Joanna either.
Yeah, I think Joanna should beat her pretty easily if the fight happens. If not, then
I think it's going to happen.
We'll see.
There's been better news over the last couple hours about Joanna's weight cut. And, like, I see why Watterson wouldn't want to fight. One, because the weight, like he said, but two, like, if she wins this fight, she gets the title shot. So she doesn't want to risk fighting the best 115-pound fighter of all time, not even at 115 pounds.
Yeah.
You know? So, co-main.
Well, first I wanted to say you're actually wrong. There is a middleweight fight on here. Eric Anders and Mearshart. Which I'm pretty excited about that. We don't have to get too into it, but
that's not a bad fight, though.
This card's actually pretty good. I like Mearshart. I'm taking him by submission. I'll just go ahead and say that, and then we can go to the co-main if you want.
Yeah, co-main, Cub Swanson, Kron Gracie. I don't really know what to think about this because we don't know how good Gracie is. He's 5-0. Cub is on a 4-fight losing streak, but he did beat the best fighter of all time a couple years ago.
Yeah.
In Artem Lobov.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you beat Artem, I don't really see
him having any.
I don't know how he's been losing so much since then. You think that'd give him all the confidence in the world?
Imagine taking those shots from Artem and then having to move forward.
The best bare knuckle boxer of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, I feel like Cub. I didn't really look up all his fights going into this podcast, but I know he's struggled on the ground. I know he got submitted by Ortega. He got submitted by Frankie. Like, he's not very good on the ground. And obviously that's where Gracie thrives. My thing is, can Gracie get it to the ground? I don't think Cub has great takedown defense, but he's got good distance and movement. And I think that's where the whole fight is. Is Gracie going to be able to get to Cub's legs?
Yeah. And I'm a big Cub fan. I think he's great. But yeah, like you said about the ground, if Gracie does get on the ground, it's pretty much over. But we haven't seen enough from Gracie. I mean, his only fight that we've seen him in the UFC was against was that Bruce Leroy that he fought?
I don't know. Let me look.
I think it was. But yeah, I mean that's not really a good enough fight to really let you know. Yeah, it was. It was Alex Caceres.
Yeah, and Alex Caceres has like a 500 record.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen enough from him to really know how good he is, but this is I think it's a tough fight for both of them. I think it's a pretty good fight to make, really. Oh, yeah. With Swanson having so many losses lately and Gracie being new and them both being really respected fighters, makes sense to me.
Could be the last time we see Cub Swanson in the UFC. He did say in an interview he wants to fight till he's 40.
How old is he?
I don't know, but he's not 40.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
But if he loses this one, 4 in a row, it's like you used to be one of the best in the world. I think it's time to hang it up if you lose this one, to be honest. He's 35, so 5 more years. That dude ain't going to be in the UFC in 5 years.
I do think he's really good, and I think he's got a lot of good fights ahead of him, so we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see what happens. You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, I see. Like I go and I say, "Oh, I'm not having fun with this because I don't want to talk about all these fights."
This card's
but this
really
card's
fun.
not that bad.
I like this card a lot. So
the names aren't huge, but it is a fun card.
Like I'm really familiar with all these guys. I think there might be one guy that I don't know that well, but like this fight right here, it's pretty exciting.
Nico Price, James Vick.
Yeah, Nico Price and James Vick. We just saw Nico Price with an amazing fight really recently against Jeff Neal. That fight was awesome. Nico lost the fight, right?
No, he won.
Are you sure?
I think. Maybe
No,
I don't know.
He lost. He
lost? Fuck, I don't know.
But it was like they both were like dropping each other.
It was on the Holloway Edgar card, right? UFC 240?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Okay, yeah.
I remember watching it at Brothers.
You watched it? I think I watched it here.
Me and Paul went to Brothers.
I don't know, but yeah, that fight was awesome. It was. You probably thought that Price won because
They both
he
knocked
almost
each other
did.
out.
They were both knocking each other
Yeah.
out. It was amazing. But so, yeah, before that he beat Tim Means. I don't know. He's got some good wins on him. He hits hard. I think and then James Vick. I mean, it seems like everybody kind of knows what to do against him now.
Yeah, like you said, Nico Price hits hard. I feel like if you hit hard at this point, you're probably going to beat James Vick.
Yeah, he needs to be more like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, fucking.
I bet he wishes he was Homer Simpson now.
So Vic moving up in weight. We'll see if that helps his chin. We'll see how much the weight cut was affecting how well he can take a shot. But I don't think the fight to do that is against a guy like Nico Price.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have been fighting like some jiu-jitsu guy or wrestler, but instead he's fighting one of the hardest hitters in the division. Yeah, I mean, if he fucking eats one on the chin, he's fucked.
Yeah, I think this is a great fight for Price, and I'm sure they're trying to build on him too after his last fight. I think he gained a lot of fans there, and I'm sure the UFC wants him to do well. And yeah, I think he's gonna knock him out. That's my pick, but
Could
we'll
also be the last time we see James Vick fight in the UFC.
possibly. Was he on a 2-fight loss streak?
I think he might be on a 3.
Really?
He lost to Hooker. He lost to Gaethje. Did he lose one? And he lost to Felder.
Lost to Felder.
He was
Hooker,
undefeated before he fought Gaethje.
Gaethje. Yeah. So his last one was in 2018 against Trinaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is gonna be Nico. What's next? Is the next one we're talking about?
Dern.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Dern.
I hate her.
She just had a kid like 4 months ago. And now she's going to fight Amanda Ribas.
People are talking about Joanna not making weight. I'm sure Dern won't make weight.
I'm way more excited to see what Joey Diaz says about this fight than I am to watch the fight.
Almost. Fleet told me to come to Denver. He had a ticket for me to see Joey Diaz. I should have went.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with that, Joey Diaz says some weird shit about Mackenzie Dern every time she fights. So be sure to follow him on Twitter, and he'll say something. I know it for sure.
But yeah, she always misses weight. I can't stand her, dude. She always misses weight. I'm gonna get to it. I got a lot to say about her. She misses weight and then she acts like it didn't happen, and then she'll like celebrate. I really hate when people miss weight and then they like get all cocky and start doing stuff. I'm like, yeah, it looks like you have a lot of energy. You're gonna make weight. It drives me nuts every time that happens. If you miss weight, you should just look at the ground and say sorry to everybody you walk by. That's what I think. But yeah. So and then she's from America. I'm pretty sure she's not even Brazilian at all, right?
I don't think so. I think she just lived there for like a couple.
She went to
years.
Brazil and now she has a translator come out, and she has a fake accent. But like she grew up with a normal. It's crazy.
There's videos like you can find on YouTube for like 4 years ago, like talking like us.
I saw a video of her today.
It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse every year.
Yeah, I saw a video of her today, and it seems like she has like a hybrid. Like she talks normal, but then at the end she'll throw on a little accent. It's like she forgets. She's like, oh shit,
I'm Brazilian for a minute.
I'm Brazilian now. I don't know. That drives me nuts. I don't know anything about the girl she's fighting. Do you?
No.
I think Mackenzie Dern's gonna win.
Yeah. Didn't you mention that this girl was like good on the ground or something?
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't.
Which, if that's true, that
heard.
helps Mackenzie Dern even more because Mackenzie Dern's probably the best jiu-jitsu girl in the world. Mm-hmm. She fucking beat Gabby Garcia in a jiu-jitsu match. If you don't know her, she's like 300 pounds of muscle.
Like, wait, did that really happen?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she
what
beat.
The hell? Why did that happen?
She beat Gabby Garcia, and they like competed in the world finals. Mackenzie Dern's big. She's probably a heavyweight in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, she might have. I wonder if she missed weight against Gabby Garcia.
She missed weight for 115, so she had to fight at 300.
Yeah, she had to bump up. And Gabby Garcia was the next closest.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, she beat her, so she'll probably, if the fight goes to the ground, beat this little girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Dern by submission.
That's bull. I didn't even think about that. There's a fucking 125-pound division now.
Yeah.
Why is she not fighting in it?
Because she's like, well, they let me fight when I miss weight anyway, so I might as well just keep beating up little girls.
She had a baby too, so she's probably bigger.
We'll see. We'll find out this Saturday.
Yeah.
What, does this one start at 10? This one starts at 8.
6 fights, so we'll still run. Somewhat late, but not as bad.
Next one I don't really have a lot to say about.
Nah.
I like Luis Pena, but I don't really know Matt Rivella.
See, this is what we're not going to do anymore. We're not going to go break this fight down because I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And you don't either.
Yeah.
Unless if you're a big, you spelled beer on your computer.
Ah, shit.
If you're a big Luis Pena fan, you're probably not listening to our podcast.
I like Luis Pena. The Violent Bob Ross, I got Bob Ross stuff everywhere.
Wait, all right. Well, I think that's about it for today. My alarm just went off because I got to go take a midterm. So that's it for today. We'll be back. Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah.
You want to talk about? Did we talk about BJ Penn?
Fucking enough. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like every other podcast.
I don't need to talk. We talk about BJ Penn every podcast.
It's always so sad.
Fuck.
All right, forget it.
Yeah. No, we're good. So yeah, we'll be back every week. Hopefully starting 2 times a week. Hopefully making some YouTube videos. We'll have Paul back. Paul is back in the States. He's gonna have a ton of stories. We might just have a podcast where he comes and tells us stories.
Paulcast.
Yeah, we'll have a Paulcast.
Dude, that should be a bi-weekly thing. Paul just comes in and talks.
Welcome back to Paul American, Paul Matthews. And
great American.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to Big Heads Media, posting our stuff on iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. Oh, yeah, and
Big
this
Shot
week,
MMA. Title shot.
We are going for the belt this week, ladies and gentlemen. Big Shot MMA. Follow them on Twitter. Go to their website. This week they have a $1 entry for a $100 prize.
Yep.
Get in that.
And it's a rematch for us.
Rematch for us.
We lost the last one, and we want to get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get it back for all 15 of our listeners. We're going to go get it.
Just for you guys. And 2 of them are us.
Yeah. But shout out them. Shout out Big Heads Media.
Shout out Colts Corner for ruining my leg.
Colts Corner. Great Colts podcast. If you're a Colts fan, make sure you check them out. I think their Twitter's like Colts_corner1, maybe. I don't know. If you type in Colts Corner, you'll find it. Yeah. So thanks for listening, and be sure to check us out next week.